welcome back to my YouTube channel, Myra Lorraine. Thank you all for stopping in. You know, I love you guys. I am finally back to work. I spent past week with my grandson and had a glorious time with him. But now it's time for me to get back to work because I have so many things to get done before summer gets here. And because I'm hoping and praying that I can go on vacation sometime soon. But anyways, so let me talk about this piece. This first piece that I'm going to talk about today is one that was requested by one of you all. And I'll put that person on the screen that requested I do a tutorial for my hem band, and it was a self hem band that I do instead of a separate piece to create a wide hem band on the bottom of a coat or jacket. So I am going to do that for that individual and show you all how I do it. I mean, it was just a lazy method because I didn't want to create a separate piece for another cardigan that I had done. So what I did was I just lengthened the cardigan, which I'll show you in the, it's not really a tutorial. I'm going to say I'll show you how I do it because I'm not an expert on these things. And tutorials, you know, someone's always going to come along and say, well, that's not the way to do it, but that's the way I did it. So I'm going to share it with you all because one of you asked me to do that. So before I show you the little how I sew the hem band, I will tell you about this. This is a pattern that I actually purchased a little while back, and I wanted to make this. It's a cardigan, and it's called the Annie Cardigan, and it's by Mimi G. She actually put this out quite some time ago. I believe it may be when she had her magazine. I can't remember, but it's been out for quite some time. And as you see on the photo here, this is a really cute cardigan. But of course, I didn't make it that length. I lengthened it because I wanted to do this hem band. Now you'll notice on the photo that she already has a hem band, and yes, there is a separate piece there for it. And I didn't use it because I extended this. I wanted to make sure that I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I wanted to make sure that I create this step by step just for you all. Sorry I'm rambling, but I just want to make sure I get this out there to you properly. So I decided to do it in a rayon jersey knit, which I got from Joann. It's a staple that Joann always has there. You can get it almost all the time. But I got it because I know that this particular style of cardigan works well with this fabric, so that's why I got it. And I got it in black. Now, this pattern actually, and I'll bring up the sizing so that you can see it for yourself, but it runs from an XX small to a 2XL. And I actually selected the medium, which is a size, US size 10 for my particular project. And it worked out really well. Now, the only thing I didn't do was, you notice she has buttons on there. I didn't put buttons on this one. I will be making this one again because I do like it. I did use the cuffs, but I made them a thumb hole cuff because I really like that. There was one other thing that I also did that I want to show you guys. Now here it is. This is the cardigan, and it's pretty long. I extended it 14 inches beyond what the Annie pattern has there. So mine is quite a bit longer. It does have the pockets. The only thing it's missing is the buttons. I didn't do the buttons in the buttonholes because on this particular cardigan, I did not want it there. And yes, I did put, if you guys remember a while back, I did a little IG live video, and if I can link that, I don't believe I can, but if I could, I would link it up here somewhere. But I did a little IG video of me getting my sorority box, box, and this patch was actually in there, and I wanted this patch on here, on this particular cardigan, because when I did that video, I said I had something I was working on that this patch was perfect for. This cardigan is it. And because it has the black in it and everything, and it says sorority. I love this. I absolutely love it. Now, the pockets I did exactly to her directions in there. The directions were super easy to follow. Illustrations were absolutely wonderful. I didn't have any problem with putting this together. Even though I lengthened it, it still wasn't a problem. And of course, whenever you lengthen something like that, that actually has a band on it, like this one does, a front and back neck band, you want to lengthen that the same exact amount that you're going to lengthen the entire jacket, which I did. And because this sews on after you fold the band up, you want to make sure that you have it to the length that the 4 inches, because it'll be 4 inches shorter than the actual jacket, because then you want them to the meat. When you fold that hem up 4 inches, then you want that band to actually go on the bottom. And I'll be showing you that in a moment. Now, I have a question for you all. I made this long. I do have another long one in a blue. Not the Annie, it was a Blackwood cardigan, but they look very similar. The only difference is the Blackwood cardigan doesn't close all the way. This Annie cardigan does close all the way. But other than that, I think they're very, very close. Now, I have a question for you, and the question is, I made this long so that I could show that band step to the subscriber that requested me to show. But I'm wondering, because I have this patch on here, if I should make it shorter, if I should cut it off and make it shorter. So I'm going to try it on, and you guys have to excuse the way I look today, because today has been a very chill, quiet day of rest after my grandson left. And those of you who have grandchildren that are not always around, yeah, well, you know, they can take some energy from you, and he did. He took quite a bit of energy from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move out so that you guys can see me. And hopefully you can see all of it. Actually, what I may do, let's see, bring it down some so that you can see me. And what I would like to do, you can see how long it is. Actually, I took you down too long. Okay, there we go. Okay, you can see how long it is. It's pretty long. What I was thinking about doing was shortening it to about this length. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so if you guys are looking at this, you have to tell me in the comments below, should I shorten it or should I just leave it long? I actually like the way it looks long, and I like the way it looks short. But I want you guys to tell me what you think. Let's see if it's longer there. There you go. Do you like it long? Do you like it short? Or you think I should keep it long? Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Bring it back up here so I can talk to you. Hopefully you can see that. I love this. It's so nice. It's so really neat. And I'm going to take it off so I can show you that band piece that I was talking about. I extend it. And I don't know if I popped it up before, but I'll pop it up now. I actually lengthened both the front and the back piece here by 14 inches, which I mentioned. And that included everything that I needed to fold my 4 inches back on itself. And you'll see that in the sew, how I show you. But when I got to the bottom band, you see how the band is sewed on? So you want this band, when you lengthen it, to be that much shorter than the actual piece here, because you know you're going to fold this piece back on itself, and you'll see all that coming up. But then that way you can just sew this on so you have a nice neat front. There you go. You have a nice neat front there, if you could see that. And I really love this. Again, I did the thumb holes, and I'll show you that. I did put the cuffs. This particular cardigan does come with cuffs, and I just did my typical thumbnail cuffs. Don't have to use them if you don't want to, as you see. but I like having them on, especially when you have a much longer longer sleeve cardigan. I love that in the winter or when it's cold in the fall. I really like that a lot. So those were the only changes that I did on this, and I really, really like it. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the video of how I put together that hem band, and I hope you enjoy it and come back for more, because I do plan on having more things for you all. Sorry, I'm getting hoarse again. I always forget to get some water before I come on here. Anyways, you guys have fun with whatever you're doing. I hope you're getting a lot of sewing in. Don't forget, before you leave, to give me a thumbs up. Comment below. I want to know if you want it shorter or should I keep it long. And subscribe if you want, and I sure hope you do. So stay tuned for the tutorial. Here we go. In this clip, I'm going to show you how we go about marking the hem. I wanted a 4-inch hem, so I marked it 4.5 inches. That's 4 inches for the hem and 1/2 inch for the seam allowance. Now in this clip, I'm actually going to show you how you go about folding the hem up so you can prepare it for sewing later. You want to fold the hem up all the way across, and if it's easier for you to fold it up in sections, then go ahead and do that. But what you're doing is folding it on the mark where you placed it before. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab some pins or some Wonder clips. I like using Wonder clips because they handle this jersey a lot easier, and for this particular procedure, it actually works better, because what you're doing is you're going to pinch the hem with all the fabric underneath so that you can grab it up and fold it back against itself. Let me show you that again. We're going to grab the fabric of the hem and all the fabric underneath, and you're going to pinch it up and fold it underneath, folding it back on itself. And then what you want to do is go ahead and start pinning or clipping this in place to prepare it for sewing, because at that point you really want it held down. Now in this, I'm going to speed up the rest of this clip so you don't have to wait so long and watching me pin all the way across my hem. So as you see, I'm going across and I'm pinning all of the sections on that fold line to make sure I have my 4-inch hem and getting it ready for sewing, which will be in the next clip. Now in this clip, we're going to start sewing. What I'm showing you here is the clips and how it looks if you were sewn already and you go to open it up from the other side, what it would look like. And there's your hem. And now we're going to go ahead and sew. And some of these clips I'll actually speed up so that you don't have to wait so long. Okay, now that we've sewn this up and it's all enclosed, you can clearly see the hem there and the seam on the other side. It's a nice band, clean finish on the front of the hem band, and it looks really, really nice. Now all we have to do to finish this up is put it on the serger and finish the seam. Now, to prevent you having to wait until I finish serging through all of this, what I'll do is speed up any lengthy times so you won't have to sit through the whole thing. Here we go. Okay, we're all finished. We've now finished the seam allowance, and the hem band is all enclosed and it looks really good. I'm going to show you guys how it looks right now, both on the serged edge, it's all finished. And then when you look on the right side of the fabric, that's the hem band. And on the other side is the serge edge of the hem. And this is without a separate band piece. This is actually an extension and all looks good. Thanks for watching.